see anything. Can you hear me now? Oh, I don't know why I was muted, but yeah, I was talking the whole time to myself. Yes, my Impala's right here. I'm actually removing the old vinyl that's been on the car for the past 2 years. And even though it's been on here 2 years, I don't wash this car. It's literally the workhorse. And vinyl just peels right off with no issues. So I get a lot of questions that people say, how long does vinyl last and does it come off easy? And I'm just using my plastic scraper, finding a piece, grabbing an edge, and it comes right off. Comes right off. Like I said, this is KPMF Autumn Fire or something like that. And this is just regular Avery Satin Black. And like I said, it's just coming right off. Easiest thing ever. And I actually have a car coming in this week. I wrapped this car for maybe 4 years ago, and she wants me to replace a couple pieces on it. So I will show you how easy it is to remove a 4-year-old vinyl. I'm not sure how well she's taking care of the car, or even if she did wash the car. But removing vinyl. When I get bored, I wrap something. If I get bored again, I unwrap it. Yeah, just can you see right here? Well, yeah, even the best part about saying it's clean underneath, this is my Impala, so I don't take care of it. Even when I put this vinyl on, I didn't wash the car. Like normally I'd get the car, take it to the car wash, spend a couple bucks, $3, spray it down, soap and water and wipe it. For my Impala, only thing I'd use is a microfiber towel and just hand wipe. Like I said, you probably can't tell, but I doubt the sun, but all right here, it's been raining the past few days, but there's just rain and dirt. But when it comes off, it leaves like a little. See, I just took this one off right here. Can you see it? I took this one off. You can kind of see the outline, but once I put a power washer or anything to it, that line will go away and the vinyl will look like nothing was ever there. Even with this, you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see it, but there's just an outline of where the vinyl was. But it all comes off, and now I really don't want to get rid of my Triceratops. Oh yeah, that's good then. Basically, I'm still gonna wash the car. Just grab literally just water hose and the soap that I have in the garage. But I don't want to lose my Triceratops. So can we see that? We can see that. It's literally just plastic scraper, grab a corner, peel the wrap off. That simple. Like I said, this is untreated. Save the dyno. Car has never been washed. Well, actually, I've washed this car one time in the past. I had this car since 2016 or 2017. And I've literally only washed this car 4 times since I've owned it. But I've had multiple different like camo pattern wraps on here. And it leaves no residue. Like I always try to use the high quality stuff. I can actually show you right now. See, I'm losing his leg right now. I killed that up, that out, and luckily the heat's coming on right now, so it can just get a lot of that off. I can just rub my finger and try to get that same look back down with no creases or wrinkles. And voila, I just saved his foot. This is a 2005 Chevy Impala. I don't think this car needs a wash. This car can almost buy alcohol, But I don't want to ruin the Triceratops more, so I'm gonna grab my knife. And I had to turn my driveway camera. That's annoying. But even with the knife, I'm not gonna click a sharp blade, but I'm just gonna real softly just go around the edge. Pretty much just to score it to give me something to take off. And you kind of just want to pull it down and away. so I don't hurt the triceratops. Just like this, got a little bit of residue around it. Right now we are in Michigan. Northern, I'm just west of Detroit. I think the actual borderline, the city line of Detroit is maybe about 6 miles from here. And let's say today is one of those random days where it's just 90 degrees and I have my skin showing, but just yesterday it was raining. Oh, Vegas. Yeah, my cousin, he lives in Hinder something like that. He off the Las Vegas Strip sign. He lives on that street. I want to say the street's called like Palm Springs or Warm Palm or something like that. But he lives off the street that touches the Las Vegas sign. So can we see down here? Yep. So I just grab it, peel it off, no issues whatsoever. Yeah, Henderson, okay. Yeah, let's see if I can grab my phone. Can I flip it? I gotta turn that camera off. Alright. This is the Impala. Can we see it? Right. Yeah, you can kind of see the shadow line. But yeah, I peeled off this side a couple days ago, and all the rest of this is gone. I just had to remove this. Now you can clearly see here, this is Michigan Sun, and it actually cracked this vinyl, and I tried peeling it off, but it's just, it needs some extra chemicals. I actually have a chemical in the garage I'm going to try out today. Oh, for including the whole price, well, for wraps, for me at least, for a full wrap, I start the price at $2,200, and that's with the labor, material, and I try to always give warranty. Let's see. How does it cost you? Oh yeah, like I said, removal is always different between someone else's car and my own car. But yeah, my price starts off at like $2,200 for like a regular car. Let's say with my wife's car here, this tie-dye, if I was to do this for someone else's car, that would probably be in like the 2005, 2006 range. Like, but this was like a full print, had to get all the extra pieces. I had to turn that camera off. But yeah, this is her car. I said this car, I made some videos on it. This car took me roughly, 4 days to do it? 22 hours of work, including everything. But so we just came back from Kentucky, and you can clearly see of all the Kentucky bugs, Kentucky, Tennessee bugs that are all over this car. Like, I gotta get it to the wash. I think I actually have a thermometer in my backyard. I just cut the grass this morning. And with a pool. I think it says 80. If that thermometer is correct, it's about 80 degrees. Yeah, but here back, my camera's foggy. We got a little bit of humidity. Yeah, but so now what I'm gonna do is try and peel off this with the chemicals I have. So actually I'm gonna go grab it right now. Yeah, when I was out in Vegas for my cousin, it was in the 75, 80 degree range. But a lot of time we were out in the Vegas with him, it was just under Fairmont Street or Fremont Street. And, you know, we were just drinking, having a good old time. I gotta turn that camera off. That is annoying. But let's see. The name of this company is Brothers Chemical. This is the wrong one. Brothers Chemical Vinyl Off, Vinyl Graphic and Adhesive Remover. This is a sample size, and actually I found this on the Facebook group for Vinyl Wrap. They had commented, anyone want to try this new company, just message them. So I actually messaged them. So hopefully I can use this to remove the rest of the stain. Like you can even see, like this was purple once upon a time. I have some other videos on my channel too of me wrapping this maybe 2 years ago. But you can see it was kind of this purple color, but the sun baked it and cracked it, and it looks terrible. Well, I could do that. Yeah. Phone's on silent, so no more camera chirping at me. Yeah, but this, it's been cracked. But I also had, you can kind of see the line here. I had this wrapped in chrome. I was just like playing with stuff. So I'm gonna, guess, read this label and see what it does to this car. So I want to also unwrap this, but I kind of parked kind of close to the grass. But I probably could still get in here. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this side first. Make it easy. Back on the tripod. Oh, that's real zoomed in. Zoom out. How do we zoom out? Out. I go that way. Zoom out. There. I guess that's zoom out. All right. Flip you back around. Can we see the car? Yeah, I was thinking about doing a whole removal process, but the next car I have coming in for a removal, I will do that. But here's just me being bored on what's Monday. I finished all my job for the day, so I was just home doing stuff. But even, I can get real close real quick. But here, like I said, this is an entire fender that I wrapped blue because I was bored a couple months ago. And now I just want to remove it. But even on here, once again, I didn't wash the car, but I did the camo stuff here. And you can kind of see like the shadow of glue. But I think I peeled this side off a couple months back. Yeah, it's very true. See, I'm gonna test that. But I want to, this whole panel here, you can see this is easily a 5-foot piece. Easily a 5-foot piece, but I'll show you how easy it is to peel off vinyl. And this vinyl has only been on the car, I can safely say, less than 5 months. So let's flip you back around. Why do you zoom? There we go. It's the easiest thing to do is just pretty much find a corner and just peel. Oh, that's coming right up. Yeah, like that sound. And that is how easy it is to remove vinyl, easiest way possible. Now I just gotta get under this piece here. I didn't time it. Didn't time it, but that was what? 40 seconds? Maybe, I say a minute. I'll be nice. It took me about a minute to remove that. But it was even protecting the rust on here. You know, my 05. All right, so now I'm going to read the label to see how this stuff works. Let's see. Vinyl off safely penetrates vinyl, reaching the adhesive and allowing for faster removal on failed vinyl graphics, wraps, and PPF. Wipe or roll a thin layer of vinyl off directly on the face of the film you intend to remove. If you want to spray, that's fine. Just ensure a fine mist to avoid overspray. Vinyl off and all solvents can damage trim and rubber if it gets unnoticed and isn't wiped off. Allow the product to dwell for 1 to 2 minutes. Heat the film with a torch until visibly dry, then begin removing immediately. Work in sections, do not overheat, as you may warp the panel. For thick wrapper PPF, scuff the vinyl with a fine grit sand blocking prior to application. This will allow for better penetration. Dwell times may need to increase based on thickness of the material and that stuff. So I guess I'm gonna wipe off some of this dust and then pour a thin layer of this stuff on and hope for the best. So back on the tripod. All right, I'm back with my towel. Oh yeah, thank you. I was at April Austin. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm just doing a whole removal on this. Well, so even I hope it doesn't eat the clear coat on the paint. But like I said, once again, it's good practicing my own car. The wind probably picking up, but it's good to practice my own car. But worst to worst, this is my 2005 Chevy Impala that it's done me nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna test this out. Like I said, the name of this is Chemical Brothers Vinyl Off. I actually found their Facebook, and they have chemicalbrothers.com. It's their Facebook and Instagram at Brothers Chemical. If it would get unblurry. Yeah, so worst case, just the Impala versus, you know, the tie-dye Jeep. Like, it looks so good in the sun. Especially when we just came back from Dollywood. We got so many compliments of this car from people all the way from California to South Carolina who all like this car. Thank you. I really couldn't decide because I wanted to do something that no one has ever done before. So picking that color was something no one has ever done before. And I'm gonna start wiping this off. Alright, well, yeah, it doesn't say shake. Doesn't say shake, so I'm just gonna wipe or roll a thin layer of vinyl off directly on the film you intend to remove. I'll try wiping it first. With a little pro tip I had learned, get a microfiber. You want to fold it in 4 sections, so half, and then half again like so. I got dirt in my mouth. Open up your container. Once you remove the little plastic lid, don't drop the lid for one. Grab the lid, put it back on, screw it just a little bit, all the way, and then loosen it up just enough so you can loosen it more. Just like so, now it comes out nice evenly. So let's wipe the car. Give it a little bit more. Well, it looks like it's coating it, so I can see the different type of shine. But I don't know how well this stuff works, so I'm just gonna pour some more. And you see now with this side being dirty, all you have to do is fold the towel back over 100 degrees, and now back here was around behind the original spot, which is still clean and full of product. Wipe the remaining. So now while that sits for 1 minute, I'm gonna pull out my eraser wheel and show you how I used to remove vinyl. Kick my phone. So walk back into the garage. Have my eraser wheel here. Is this the right? This is the right drill. Eraser wheel, battery, and my stool. So if I can do this one-handed. That goes in there. Loosen up that. All right. So now we have that. Before, when I was removing vinyl, I would just use my eraser wheel and just chop that up. So I think everything down here, I'm going to use the eraser wheel, but the stuff up there, I want to try the new chemical. Let's see, let's flip the camera back around. That's direct sunlight. Let's go to this side. Where am I at? Right there. Okay. You can kind of. Can we see? I can't see anything off the camera. All right. Faster setting. And it unscrewed, so let's put that back on and spin it the opposite direction. Yeah, I said the eraser wheel is slow work. Probably do to just get me from right here on the stripe all the way down to the bottom. It took me at least 6 hours, and I used an entire eraser wheel. Like before, I used to get these from AutoZone, and they're like $50 some odd, waste of money. My wife went on Amazon and found a 6-pack, including shipping, for maybe 20. If I can put the camera right here. Can we see? We can see right about here. Okay. Can we see this? Yeah. See right here, I got a piece about a pinky length. Yes, this stuff is extremely slow. Like I said, just for me getting, I don't know if you can see all the bottom of the hood, but from right here to here, I'll grab a tape measure to see how long it is in a little bit. But I think just this one section right here took me probably about an hour. And to get up here, it took me an extra 3 hours just on this little strip, and on this little strip of the stripe. And so I did this stripe 2 years ago, but with this, instead of using, the name brand vinyl, this is actually came from a client. It was a more cheaper stuff. And I believe for this, the full roll was probably like $300 to $400. And that's why I don't like using cheap material, because it flakes off like that. And so I'll grab a tape measure. Yes. Using an eraser wheel will give you thoughts, but it's just one of those things that sometimes you gotta do. That's why for removals too, you can charge even more, because you have to do stuff like this. Like, I don't know if you've seen the fender. The fender took me maybe 45 seconds to peel off, and that was nothing. But with this cheap vinyl, you have to use the extra steps to get everything off. And I'm probably gonna spend another, I don't know, PC right here? I can't see anything, it's reflection off the sun. Yeah, we can, all right. This strip right here, this is about a hand length. I'm gonna see how long it takes me to remove this hand length. I forgot to count, but once again, way too long. Yeah, like I said, it's probably is the engine temperature, and also just I haven't taken care of it, because a lot of times when you get your car wrapped, you want to take it to the car wash and get like a lot of bugs and flakes and debris off of it. Like I said, off my Impala, I have not done any car washes or taken care of the vinyl. Like, I literally, why are you doing that to me? Zoom out. I take all, why are you zoomed in? I don't take any care of this car except like the actual engine components. Like the cosmetic, you look pretty stuff, I don't care about, but as long as it actually runs. Like I said, but for this, it's the temperature of the engine, baking on it, out in the sun, and this is also using cheap material that I never recommend for a full car, because you're gonna be stuck like this. Now, this is just a little, what, 12-inch stripe across the hood. Now imagine if I had to do this much work for an entire car. Like, you could easily charge $2,000 to $3,000 just to remove an entire car that looks like this, because you have to probably go through probably 4 or 5 eraser wheels and more chemically stuff. And speaking of chemicals, it said, oh, the kind of peeled off. Then we had to wait 1 minute, heat the film with the torch visibly dry, and begin removing immediately. It's just removing sections, so let's see. I'll see if I can first remove this stripe with my plastic scraper. And it's still breaking off these little, yeah. I'll hold you with my hand. Flip around. All right, get out of the sunlight. But plastic scraper, little scrape, little piece comes up, you grab it and it breaks. So yeah, using this scraper will take me ages. But the chemical actually does work. Before, using the plastic scraper, a lot didn't work. Engine temperature, oh yeah, you gotta good. Yeah, we don't have to wash your car that much, at least just once a week. So I wrapped this car April 22nd or something like that, late or mid-April, and I've only taken this car to the car wash, well, hand washed it 3 times. But at least as long as you take care of it, don't let things get baked on it. I don't know if you can see too, right here, how everything is clear, and then right here has this yellow hue to it. This part I tried using the plastic scraper, and this you can tell I used an eraser wheel. So I went from eraser wheel and peeling it off to try using the plastic scraper, back to the eraser wheel. Now I'm using this plastic scraper. But I'm just gonna keep trying to peel that off. I'm gonna grab my eraser wheel and throw you back on the tripod after it's fallen over. All right, so let's remove, can we see? I don't see anything. It's so bright outside. I can't see anything on this phone. We're right there. So yep, back to the eraser wheel to see how easy it is to use Brothers Chemicals off. Yeah, removals suck. But even with this eraser wheel, I don't think it's working that well with the chemicals. Yes, I think I might do that. Just get some more chemical and peel off because I just did this section. It came off decent, but it's gonna take forever. Yeah, this time I'll just apply more chemical and not wait the 5 minutes. I'll kind of just apply and wipe and hope for the best. I'm gonna grab a new towel. Now, if I can flip you back over. Wrong button. What am I doing? I don't want that. Go back to the camera. Normal mode. Oh, I can change like what I look like. Yeah, when I poured it, I don't know if you can see the water spots that are on it. But I think this vinyl off is working. Well, it's kind of funny you're saying, you know, have a shop do it. I am technically the shop. But I do have glue off. I don't have my keys on me. Are you unlocked? Car is locked. I'll see. Hey, River, tell me to get my car keys and unlock my car. Yeah, tell mommy to unlock my car. Shout out to having a 4-year-old to do your middle school work for you. Yep, car's unlocked. Pop the trunk. I always keep vinyl off in my trunk. Like I just floor, so I have extra stuff in here. But where goo off is in here. Oh, you got a Taco Bell in the trunk. That's the only way. And used up water bottles, towels. You gotta have a trash bag working on site. Well, I thought I had some glue off or goo off. Replace some rotors. There we go. Always keep some goo off in the trunk. I vinyl wrap cars. Oh yeah, well yeah, but goo off, like I said, it's kind of the same thing. You spray and sit. But I'm not, this is a free sample, not sure how much it costs. But this looks like a 8-ounce bottle. I'm really not sure. Yeah, but just spray off the goo and use that. But I'm gonna put you back on the tripod and I already laid the second coat of the vinyl off. Where are we? Can we see? Can we see top, bottom? Yeah. Yeah, so second coat of vinyl off, and let's see what it does. And the head, oh, that's hot. That is hot. But the head popped off on me again. Guess I'm spinning the wrong direction. All right. I faded off all the instructions by pouring so much stuff. Yeah, even Goo Off says apply directly, allow Goo Off to penetrate for a couple minutes, wipe off with a clean absorbent cloth. It's pretty much the same thing this said. Let me go back to my plastic scraper. Oh, that's scraping off easily. Yeah, that's coming off fairly. That's coming off fairly easy. I'm putting a lot of work into it to get it to move, but I still can't pick up pieces. It's all breaking off. Are you saying it's 7:30? And I have a phone call from the Camaro I'm supposed to be wrapping today. I think I'm gonna have to answer that later. Not sure how hot you are, but with heat and old vinyl, I'll help you with the racer wheel on top of the Go Off. Yes, sir. Here in Michigan, I went to the backyard a moment ago, and it is roughly, yeah, here in Michigan, I went to the backyard, and right now it's roughly 80 degrees out. Car's been baking in the sun, and I typically would use my heat gun for it, but since the sun is right there, it's at a couple 100,000 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. I'm not sure the math on that. But with the Goo Off erasable and the heat, it helps. But it's always best to use good quality vinyl to wrap your car and not the cheap stuff you get in bulk off of Amazon to save a couple bucks. I don't recommend cheap vinyl. Yeah, I don't recommend cheap vinyl at all. But yes, typically you get the vinyl warm, lift a corner, peel it off, and you're good to go. But old, not taken care of vinyl takes extra work. I wonder if I can answer a phone call and still do this. Can I pause this? Hello?
Hey,
Hey, good afternoon.
I'm sorry, I was running late. Are you at the same place or are you at the shop?
Yeah, I sent you my address. You can come straight here.
Okay, just to the address you sent me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll see you soon.
I'll be there. Okay.
Not sure if you guys just heard the phone call, but yeah, that is the Camaro I was talking about that I wrapped a couple years ago. She's coming back to get some things touched up. If I can get you centered. Okay, right here. The scraper works, but let's go back to the eraser. it's getting so hot the hood is denting in. Like, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but yeah, over here is solid. Put right here. Never buy cheap vinyl when you're vinyl wrapping a car. Yes, to answer the whole phone, it went off good, but yeah, she'll be here shortly. I have to end the stream when she gets here. But yeah, this is just me removing old vinyl from my Impala that's been on here for 2+ years unwashed. This takes forever. Yeah, this, I feel like another layer of skin added to the car. But I can give you a, I guess, progress. So when I first started doing this, I was about probably right here. So in probably 20 minutes, I've taken off, what, a middle finger worth of vinyl with the sides using vinyl off. But this stuff actually does work, but just if you get your car wrapped, use quality material and actually take care of your car and not let it bake in the sun for 2 years. Because I feel like it just has an extra layer of skin. Why do you keep zooming? I don't want you zoomed. There we go. Let's see. Can the camera see? We are right here. Wait, are we centered? We're not centered. Are we centered now? Yeah. Vinyl. Yep, and once again, I feel like I'm done removing this. So let's go do something else. I know I want to finish removing, I did Plasti Dip on my trunk. Alright, let's get the camera set up. Where are we? Not sure if you can really see it on camera, but I Plasti Dipped my emblem red. So I think I'm just gonna finish peeling, getting this back black, and then call it a day. Peeling vinyl is never fun. Yeah, removing emblems from Plasti Dip. It's fun doing the install for Plasti Dip, but removing it is not. Especially when y'all don't prep the surface. So I have all this extra bleed. Even, I don't know if you can see right here, down here, but the whole thing is just red. I think an easy way to remove it would just be spraying more Plasti Dip on top of that to get it to remove the old. I might try that one day. Yeah, but there has to be an easier way to get Plasti Dip off. There has to be. I might look into it because I can remove vinyl pretty good, but Plasti Dip. Oh, there we go. I wonder if I can use the eraser wheel to get this off and not mess up the paint. I think it worked or it made a mess. You're seeing WD-40? I think I have WD-40 in the garage. Let's go grab some. WD-40. Well, we're gonna do it here on my Mythbuster. WD-40, see if it helps remove Plasti Dip. I'm actually gonna grab a towel. I don't have any towels other than my good stuff out here. But yeah, we're gonna find out. I guess I'll start. Look, it's a a 2005 Impala, not a brand new vehicle. So let's just spray. Let it sit. Or if I can start to just scrape. Oh yeah, it actually took off just a little bit. So I'm gonna spray some more. And that's why I like having a 2005 Chevy Impala, because I can just throw anything at it and who cares? Oh yeah, I see April's pretty good at this. Get Plasti Dip, WD-40. Oh wow, it's coming right off. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Oh, this side you can see a little better. Let's just grab it. You see I'm gonna start right here. Gone. Oh, I gotta say huge shout out to Zach and huge shout out to April. Oh, I don't know if you can see down here. Is the camera picking that up? I can't tell. I can't see anything. The camera's picking this up. It's coming off beautifully. The only downside is constantly smelling. Oh, well, what I'm doing is right now I am doing removal of the old vinyl wrap I have in my car. Earlier in the live, I actually removed a lot of the camo patterns I had on the driver's side, and then I removed an entire piece on my passenger side, and then I do the new product to help remove the vinyl that I have on the hood, but that's still there using cheap material. So now I'm just going to use, apparently WD-40 removes Plasti Dip off of cars. Did not know that until what, 4 minutes ago. So I'm going to remove WD-40 and get the old Plasti Dip off of the car. And I might have to sacrifice a good towel to get the oil off the car. I actually have bad towels in the trunk. Shout out to being prepared. Oh yeah, that's gone. Does the camera pick that up? Other than this rubber piece, it's gone. So let's spray a little bit more right here. WD-40 removes Plasti Dip. No. The cars are pretty expensive. At the old house, I think I had 7 cars total. And now at the new house, I only have my Impala and the tie-dye Jeep Compass. Beautiful piece of work. But I'm just gonna finish my Plasti Dip removal and go inside because it is hot. Can we see on camera? Where am I at? Right here? Yeah, and this is what my Impala looks like. So I'm just gonna grab my towel and wipe off who was looking at me. Has a lot of residuals on it. But let's spray the whole car, let it sit for a moment. Had for it a Senna, Leaf, Compass, and a Cobra. Ooh, the Cobra, nice. What the fun part about having a lot of cars is you always have something to drive or work on. The only downside here in Michigan, car insurance is so expensive. For my Impala, luckily the prices went down again, but I was paying right around $800 every 6 months for car insurance, and now I'm paying $300 and something every 6 months, so pretty much $600 a year for car insurance. Not even full coverage, that's state minimum insurance. A good first car is anything you can afford. Do not get a car payment. Car payments are the worst idea ever. But Pontiac G6. I've had 2 Pontiac G6s and I love them. Easy to work on. You can get cheap parts. You go to any junkyard and they have it for you. Is the camera picking that up? I'm not really sure. Oh, gravity. Let's see. I don't know if we can see that right there. There's sunlight. I can't tell. I can't see the screen at all. Oh, for the Cobra, that's pretty good insurance though. Yeah, I've never owned a Honda, but I'm sure a Honda is better than a bicycle. Yeah, that's very true. I would say the simpler it is, easier. Like I said, anything German, those things are just completely over-engineered. So you're gonna have to take off 7 things to even get to it. And actually, my friend Ton, he has what car? A Nissan Versa, like a 2009. And just this past weekend, I replaced the starter, alternator, and battery on it. And the battery unit's right up top, so that took no time at all. But the alternator was down on the bottom of the car. Not really in the bottom. I'm sorry. The alternator was kind of on top, but the starter was in the middle. But you had to go under the car to remove the starter. But on the Pontiac G6, everything was right there on top. We didn't have to do much work to get it off. But I'd say, like for a first car, something that's real quick and easy. Like I said, pretty much, they said like a Honda, like an older Toyota. I recommend the Pontiac G6. I've owned 2 of them. But cars are expensive. Like first you buy the car, you think you're all good to go. But then insurance hits and maintenance. Yeah, stay away from German. Nissan, also my brother works in Nissan dealership, CVT. Yeah, I heard the transmission are terrible. My guy Ton, whenever he shifts in the first or second, like the seat punches you all the way back, and it's just not a good feeling. If you're thinking about wrapping your car though, just do it. Like you can save thousands of dollars versus wrapping a car versus painting. Because even I just gave out a quote. I'm actually gonna make a video on that probably in the next week or so. But I forgot the year, but it's like a 1970 something Cadillac Eldorado, I believe. And the guy originally took the car to the paint shop, and the paint guy told him it's going to cost right around $12,000 to $15,000 to paint his car. I told him I can wrap the whole thing for, at first it was $2,600, but he changed the colors and it went to like 3,000 and some or 2,000 some odd dollars. So anyways, wrapping a car is cheaper than painting. If you have bad body work, you can just wrap right over it, or you can take it to like a body guy and do something quick like a Bondo patch. And that is complete. Well, the best I'm going to do today. But Plasti Dip, other than this sunken spot, I can't get in there. But I got to get this corner too. But anyways, oil removes Plasti Dip off of cars. You can't even tell it was there. And also today, I removed the rest of the camo I had on the Impala, except Triceratops, you know, hashtag save the dinosaurs. I'm gonna leave my orange reflective. I'm probably gonna remove the red roof. Not in this video, maybe another one. But I said the vinyl in the car was on here 2 years plus. I took no maintenance, no care, no nothing to it. And it peeled off easy. And then the hood I made a video for that one. I had chrome racing stripes and rather blue racing stripes that I peeled off. Except this spot right there. I'm gonna pop the hood right now. So heavy. Try PPF. I want to learn PPF, but the only problem is a lot of my clients for vinyl wrap, they don't want to pay the premium price to do it. And I was thinking about pretty much doing it myself on the tie-dye car. But I was thinking if I was to try doing the PPF, I just dropped it in there. The only really expensive part to PPF is the material itself. Like I have all the tools needed for it. It's just you have to get wet and all that fun stuff. And sometimes I don't want to get wet. And you can see here how easy it is to peel off actually good quality vinyl wrap versus this cheap Amazon film. I wonder if I can get a good piece off. Oh, it's actually coming off. And I'm just dropping it on the hood. Yeah, but PPF is expensive. Not really expensive, but the material cost is probably the only reason I haven't done it. But like I said, also, I don't have any clients in the Detroit area who really wants to spend a couple $1,000s just to get a clear PPF on their car that no one can see. You know, I don't have any Lamborghinis or Ferraris around here. It's just Chargers, Challengers, Camaros, and 2005 Chevy Impalas. All right, so vinyl is removed. All right, so this is attempt number 4 to remove all this strip. I started off with this bottom section here. I made it about a hand's length. Second time I came out here, right there, another hand's length. Here, today I made it that far, so that's about another hand. Yeah, trying the new, peeled off. Used Brothers Chemical Brothers Vinyl Off. I guess the stuff works. It's just, this stripe just is terrible. You see this old vinyl is actually cracking, it's split. You can see the under vinyl. And I also peeled off the blue I had here. And this is my 2018 Jeep Compass that I wrapped in Avery Dennison's print material, the tie-dye, or classic tie-dye. This car looks so good. And I said we just drove to Dollywood, that's in Pigeon Forge, Kentucky or Tennessee, one of those states. And so I have people all the way from California to South Carolina who saw this car taking photos. So if you ever see this car on the internet, you can call it rainbow, you can call it tie-dye, but these hands wrapped it. But that is all from me today. Thank you all for watching my live video of me removing stuff off my Impala. Next time I go live, I'm going to remove the roof. And instead of having only one dinosaur, I'm going to have an entire dinosaur mural on here, which would be pretty cool. And it says, as always, Lawless Wrap. I vinyl wrap cars. And until next time, peace.